Welcome back to the Victory Team. You're in episode 3 of the leadership series taught by Pastor George Grace of the First Bible Baptist Church in Hilton, New York. It's a suburb of Rochester. You're going to enjoy this. Again, I hope you can catch all of it. Like, subscribe. I'm not going to interrupt. You're just going to enjoy this. The lesson today is this more serious. It's the cost of leadership. Leadership comes with a price. Stay tuned.
I'm reading from the Bible here in the Gospel of Matthew. And it says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Now think about that. What does that mean? How do you lose your life? How do you lose your life? It's not talking about physically losing your life. He's not talking about dying. He's talking about giving your life. The most valuable thing that you really have. It's not your money. It's not your giftedness or your talent. But the most valuable thing that you have is your time. It's the most valuable thing. And when your time is up, you won't get any more. You know, you're done. You can get more money. You may run out of money too, but you could steal some from somebody else. You might be able to do that. You may, when it comes to talent, you may say that you may steal somebody else's talent in the sense that you take something that they did and then claim it to be your own. You steal their talent. So you get credit for something that someone else did. But when it comes to time, when your time is up, it's up. He that loves life, Jesus said, you'll lose it. And he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. So what is it talking about? It's talking about giving your time for worthy causes. And there is nothing biblically that we know of that's worth any more than giving our time, as I've spoken before, in our service for the Lord Jesus Christ. In fact, I think that's where we are going in the millennial reign of Christ. Those who have successfully served the Lord Jesus Christ in this life, at the judgment seat you will be rewarded, and you will be rewarded with a specific area of responsibility and service in the millennial reign of Christ. That'll be the greatest joy that you've ever had, is literally serving Christ, ruling and reigning in Jerusalem, and you are one of his choice servants. So anyway, there is a cost to Christianity. There's a cost of discipleship. There's a cost to leadership. So let me list some of them just briefly. One is self-sacrifice. You're going to have to give up some things that you value for yourself. You have to be selfless. There's two words in English, selfish and selfless. They are just the opposite of one another. You have to be willing to give of yourself to a cause, to other individuals. There has to be self-sacrifice. Loneliness. It's lonely at the top sometimes. When you don't have anybody other than God, not that it's a bad choice, but you have no one else to look to but God himself for guidance, reassurance, leadership, being in a sense that you're being promoted and that you're doing the right thing and you're confident in all of those things. Loneliness is a difficult place to live sometimes. It may be fatigue. Leaders generally work more than just a regular work week. And that's one of the ways they become leaders, is because they're willing to self-sacrifice beyond the norm, what the normal is. you're going to have to deal with criticism. You're a human being. You have the potential to make mistakes, errors, for sure. And you will, probably, and people will criticize you for that. They may criticize you for doing good, for doing the right thing. So you can get criticized both ways. You can get criticized by those who supposedly are on your team, or you can be criticized by those who are against your team. But you stand in the middle as a leader. You're going to have to take the opinions of people from both sides. There's a cost there. He that loves his life shall lose it. You're not going to be loved by everybody by being a leader. We see that in our world. Jesus wasn't loved by everybody. John the Baptist lost his head because he wasn't loved by everybody. Paul the Apostle spent a lot of time in prison and has a long list in 2 Corinthians chapter 11 of the problems that he went through because he loved his life and was willing to lose it for the Lord Jesus Christ. You'll be rejected by some. Maybe you'll be rejected by your own family. Maybe by your parents, by your brothers and sisters, or your best friend may reject you because of your faith and your commitment to Jesus Christ. There will be pressure that's put on you. You won't always have confidence that your answer is the best or the correct answer, and you're going to have to spend time researching and seeking the opinions of others to do the best that you can do. And you're going to have to control. This goes back to something I said earlier about temperance, one of the qualifications. You're going to have to control yourself when you find yourself in difficult sets of circumstances. People want leaders who are under control. They can't be emotional in either direction. You can't be overly happy sometimes with things beyond everybody else, and you can't be sad about everything or depressed about things. You have to be a little bit more predictable. It is a good term. How you will react to the good things and the bad things. It's obvious that you're pleased with the good, obvious, and it's obvious that you're displeased with the bad, but you don't go off in the extremes in either of those directions. So there's a cost. There's a cost of being a leader. When you get into that position, much is going to be expected of you. And some people are going to expect more of you than you can deliver. Some people are going to expect you to be absolutely just like Jesus Christ. Now that's a great goal for your life. But to think that you'll ever realize that here probably isn't going to take place. So you need to carry a little package of humility with you wherever you go. Sometimes people will criticize you or point out something that you haven't done very well, and they will be right and you will be wrong. You're going to have to be willing to accept that and admit that and move forward with your life. Jesus said, if you love life, you'll lose it. So as you're headed into leadership, and discipleship training is leadership training, as you're headed there, realize there's a cost to get where you're going. You're not going to get there and everything's going to be rosy. It's going to be perfect for you because you finally arrived. There will be a price to pay, but it is worth it. He that loves his life will lose it. And he that loses his life for his sake, you'll find out what life's really all about. My name's Pastor George Grace. I am one of the pastors at First Bible Baptist Church in Rochester, New York. And our church is sponsoring these presentations here. And we're thankful to you for watching. But if you're ever in the area, we're in Hilton, Greece, New York, 14468. If you're ever in that area, we invite you to come to church. We meet on Sunday mornings at 8:35, 10:35. We have a midweek service. We have all kinds of opportunities. Bible Institute, Christian school, sports park. We have many things, many places that people can get involved. I want to invite you to come. If you're in the area, please stop by.